Hello, this is the LEGO Caterham 7 620R. It's a LEGO Ideas set, meaning it started out as a fan-designed model, which was voted on and eventually approved for production, and then reworked by a LEGO design team to create this official set. The official set itself has quite a large number of new or recently new parts, as well as new colors, and an unprecedented number of new and exclusive prints. For example, here at the rear of the car, you're looking at 4 exclusive prints, and there are no stickers in this set whatsoever, which I'm sure is going to make many people very happy. The roll bar assembly uses a couple of relatively new parts here down at the base, which are very useful, and also these elbow pieces done in black here. Those have connections for Technic axles inside of them, and they will also accept lightsaber-sized bars like these inside of them, and they can be attached with a single stud each as well. Along the right side of the model, you'll see some more exclusive prints, as well as these elbow pieces in light bluish gray, the single long Technic tube pieces here in light bluish gray, just 2 of them in the model. This is the base of an Angry Birds balloon, and here it's in light bluish gray, another useful part, useful piece. Here's just one more of those elbow pieces, and here it's attached with a single stud. That's also another really useful piece there with the bar attached to the side of it, the 1x1 with curved end on it. And here is a brand new mold. That's a 2x3 tile piece. They've got some of these in the set in black and some in yellow. The car features some very un-Lego-like angles, such as the taper of the hood, and that is perfectly matched by these lower body lines, even though these go a completely different length of span. This nose assembly also has a slight downward rake to it, which is subtle, but I think very important for accuracy. And this whole assembly is built in at least 3 different directions. So you've got stuff right side up here, you've got stuff upside down underneath, and things are also attached to the side. Fair warning, this entire assembly here is fairly easy to remove, to knock off. It's just attached with a single hinge. This movement is supposed to be there, but it'll work its way off fairly easily, and also getting this gap to be nice and tidy can take a little bit of patience. The way the front fenders are attached also uses a couple of these relatively new bar-ended 90-degree pieces to good effect. Just perfect Lego math there with the offsets to keep that as thin as reasonably possible. They didn't want to bulk that up, so looking at a side that has everything fully assembled, they tried to leave it as open as they could, and like I said, it just seems like a very successful effort to me. Unfortunately, real working steering was not able to be fit into this space and within the rules of building official Lego sets. You know, they have very strict rules about durability and the ability for customers to build these models consistently without very tricky techniques that would be difficult to replicate or difficult to put into instructions. I am certain the Lego designer wanted to get working steering in there, but it just wasn't feasible in this case. One of the project requirements was a removable hood with a detailed engine compartment. This is looking quite very nice, with even some hose work in there. This is just a flexible pneumatic tube piece, and then this is a minifig whip. That's another print up there, and they've tried to get the exhaust manifold in there. It's not quite fitting with the size compared to the outlet over here to the collector, but it's doing about the best it could. Would have been nicer to get something a little bit closer between these, but I don't know how it could have been done, so I just can't complain. This is actually looking quite nice to me. This is interesting here. This is actually not a white minifig headpiece. That is a glow-in-the-dark minifig headpiece to give you just a little bit of off-white look. And I think this is supposed to be the steering column coming through there. So this actually looks really nice to me, and that hood comes off very easily. Shows you some of how it was constructed, and this is mostly the original fan design to get the overall shape and angle of this. It's good. The driving compartment is pretty well replicated. They got the major shapes in there. It is a shame about the blue brick that's visible down there. There was also a blue Technic axle pin or two that was visible from the front, but most of that colorful stuff is hidden on this model. And up front, well, actually right down at the center, the gear shift lever is a projectile piece that was used in Lego Nexo Knights, and it was used for actual working crossbows, and here they've recolored it to dark bluish gray, which is going to be another super useful color. Those also work with Mixel's ball joints. A little bit short on the distance between the steering wheel and the console behind it. You're just not able to see the dials that well. Those are just 3 pre-existing dial pieces. Got your single center rear view mirror there, but again, the shaping I think is pretty good. You also get some petals kind of simulated down there, but on display the whole thing just has good proportions. That's the most important thing. You know, you can really get down to nitty-gritty and see some things that you wish could be better, but you look at the whole thing on the shelf, and given the parts that are available, of course they did have the help of some newish parts, but considering that this was built with Lego and how easy it actually is to put together from instructions, overall I can't complain. One last thing, this has just a bit of a boot. This just lifts straight off. It has just a little bit of room in there, and they give you these jack stands with the set, so you can pose the model on these, and these can also be kind of arranged in there for storage. And here's how the model looks actually on those stands. I don't know the official lifting points for a Caterham 7, but this is the general idea, and there are other places where you can move those around if this isn't quite right. Another well done, very displayable, and very enjoyable to build medium-sized replica car from the Lego group. Thanks and congratulations to Carl Gratrix, and my apologies if I have pronounced that incorrectly, as the original fan designer of the model. And thanks to you, the viewers, for your time in watching the video. I hope that I've shown you everything you wanted to see here. I hope you've enjoyed this. And if you have anything that you would like to add, please do leave a comment on the video down below. I've got more work to do to bring you more content, so I'll be talking to you again soon.